Hi friends, it's Michelle Ladd with Mothers of Veteran Suicide, and today I'm here with a mother of veteran suicide, Blanca, and Blanca wants to share her story about Andrew. And I'm going to share Andrew. This is Andrew. So very handsome. He was 25 years old?
24.
24. Serving in the Air Force, and he, from what Blanca told me, he had to get out a little bit early, and what we're going to do is share the story that Blanca shared with me. We're actually in her home on her couch. She can't get in the RV. I shared she broke her hip and I don't want her to get into the RV, so this is why we're sitting in her home, because most people are used to me doing it in the RV. And so we're going to share an intimate story about Blanca and her family. Her husband, Bill, is very ill. He just had a major surgery. They sat with us last night and shared their story, and she wants to share Andrew and also their family. So you just go ahead, you be real, you be raw, and you share what you would like to share.
This is my very handsome son, Andrew William Joshnik. Andrew, we adopted Andrew when he was 3 years old from Russia. My husband and I went to Russia and we brought him here to the United States. He was the most wonderful child that you can possibly imagine. The smartest kid, the best grades in school, honor roll, unbelievable. He would get into little trouble once in a while because he was very hyper. But otherwise, to be honest with you, he was the love of my life. We have 3 other kids, and they're also very wonderful. It's been very hard to lose Andrew because he was the youngest one, and we were very proud of him. Andrew joined the military and was in the military about 4.5 years. Unfortunately, he had to leave just a few months before his 5 years because he had depression and anxiety. The Air Force tried to help him a lot by sending him to rehab, but they would give him so many medications for anxiety and for depression, and most of those medications, they have side effects of suicide. He tried to kill himself a couple of times while he was in the military, and we really wanted him home because we thought maybe at home we could save him. But once a person decides to kill themselves, it's very hard to help that person because I think they feel that there's no way out, that the only way that they're going to feel safe or they're going to feel good is if they leave this world. But unfortunately, the family, we hurt a lot because we miss him a lot. Although I know I will see him someday and that he's around me all the time, I miss the physical. I miss to be able to kiss him and hug him and talk to him and text with him. But I know he's around, so I'm very happy about that. I'm happy that I know that he's right now that he's feeling good, better than ever, in a place full of love, because that's all there is in the afterlife. With God, with Jesus, you can, that's our real home. So I'm happy about that. Andrew, I don't know if he inherited that depression and that anxiety from his biological mom because he came from Russia, and I really don't know anything about that. But unfortunately, that's what happened to our son.
So,
we wanted him back, and we had to contact a couple of senators from the state of Florida, and one of the senators wrote the military, please let Andrew come home, and they did. Andrew kept saying, don't write anymore to the senators, but we did because we were afraid. And the other part that I forgot, he came finally home, stayed with us for 9 months, working in a couple of places, but this area did not pay that good. So he found a job in Arizona, making a lot of money in a base. And he was in avionics. That's another thing that I forgot to tell you. He was in avionics. He was excellent at that. And he got there to Arizona Thanksgiving Day, and January 12th, he took his life. Unfortunately, he took his life. What can I tell you? He went out, bought a gun, that I don't know why he was able to buy a gun if they couldn't check, but I don't think the military says anything about a problem with his health. It wasn't in the record, so he just bought a gun and shot himself, unfortunately. I just want to say that even though I miss him with all my heart, I'm not in a black place. No, I'm very happy that he's happy. He's finally happy. You have to find something to do with your life, like maybe grow roses or grow orchids. And that's what I did. And also read a lot. I was not a reader, and I read every single day. I wanted to know where my son was, what happened to my son. So I read a lot of books, and to tell you the truth, after 4 years, I can say that I'm at peace. And if you need to talk to me, you know where to find me. I can help you too.
I have her contact information. I would vet anybody that I put in touch with you. And we talked about. So Blanca actually found my Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group called Mothers of Veteran Suicide. And somehow she stumbled across the group and joined the group. What has it meant to you to be part of Mothers of Veteran Suicide group?
Oh, it's wonderful. I was part of other groups, but they were not veterans, and they didn't die by suicide. And when I saw that, it's almost like God sent me this group, because I belong in this group. This is what happened to us. So, and I'm very happy for Michelle. Michelle is wonderful. I was thinking yesterday, the gates of heavens are open for her, because what she's doing for all of us is just unbelievable. And she's also helping fathers too. Yeah, I started a Facebook group for fathers. It's called Fathers of Veteran Suicide. I just posted to them this morning. I'm finding the fathers are a lot more difficult. They won't open up. So fathers in the group, or anybody that wants to join the group, I need your participation, because I'm trying to get this group. And I just actually told your husband about it yesterday. Right. And I said, we've got this group for fathers, but the fathers think they have to be strong for the mothers, and they hold everything in. They do. Or they may be divorced years ago. That's even worse. So the Facebook group is a great peer-to-peer support group. I told Blanca ever since she joined my group, I want to visit every single family in the entire United States, but I've been telling Blanca for quite some time I'm going to get here, and they've been gracious enough. We're actually
spent the night on her street on this beautiful country road. We had a great night's sleep last night.
Except for my dog in the middle of the night.
4:11 a.m.
I know.
It's okay. Totally worth it.
Bill wanted to apologize for that because he forgot and he let the dog out.
We
at
just spent
4:30.
3 nights on a loud, busy street, and this was amazing. So don't you worry about that. Blanca wanted to share her story. She wanted to share Andrew. She wanted to talk about her other children. Is it okay if I tell about Bill for just a minute?
Oh, sure.
Bill is a Vietnam veteran. He has struggled with several different cancers, and on Monday he just had cancer surgery on his throat, and what a man. He greeted us out in the driveway. He has staples in his neck from ear to ear. And he came and he sat with us and he shared his story, and I just saw him take off in a convertible, staples all in his neck. This veteran man is like...
He's a tough cookie.
I told Randy, he hasn't complained once either.
No,
My hubby's a complainer.
Oh my God,
He
no.
is,
no.
and he shared his perspective on the death of their son. What would you like to tell the moms out there that are really struggling? Because, I have not lost a child. I know all of these stories. I sit with the mamas. They share everything with me, but I have not lost a child. You've been 4 years out. We have so many moms that are really struggling. I do want to say real quick the book that I gave you. Susan, I hope you're going to like this. So every mama that I meet gets Susan Cleland and Sherry Green's book, Mission Vigilant, and it's a book for parents of suicide, but I feel like it's a book for anybody that's had a great loss or is grieving. But I want to ask you, that's my way in visiting, but what would you tell moms that are really, really struggling? I know you're saying you're not in that dark hole, but we have families all over the country that have dealt with a suicide.
I know. I was very lucky that my whole entire family was very supportive. They didn't criticize anything. They were amazing. But I realized that there's some moms that their families, people look at suicide and they judge. And they shouldn't do that because it takes a real brave person to do that. A real brave person. So I always look at it that way. And I tell people, if you feel that you need help, why don't you talk to other mothers that have gone through it? I remember when it first happened, I had people tell me, oh, go to therapy. And I kept saying, no therapist is going to understand how I feel unless they lost a child. If you find me a therapist that lost a child, I'll be there. But nobody really is going to understand. Only other people that have gone through the same thing. If you need to talk to me or to other mothers, go for it because it's the only thing that really helps you. And when it comes to your husband, they grieve completely differently. What we did is he let me grieve my way and I let him grieve his own way. And then after a year or a year and a half, we started finally understanding each other. Because he believes in one thing and I believe in another thing.
Right. I heard that yesterday.
Yes. My son, to be honest with you, I believe that he exists in another form.
She's looking at me like, because...
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's in another place, in another form. His soul, when he killed himself, even before he died, his soul left this world. And he's with God, and he's in a wonderful place full of love, more love than you could possibly imagine. To be honest with you, what we're living, I believe, is just a movie. This is not real. The real thing is our real home is with God. And we're here to learn lessons. I believe that our son came here to teach me and our whole family a lesson, and was a lesson about suicide. So we could talk to people about that. Your sons or daughters, because sometimes it's
Yes,
daughters,
we have daughters, a lot of daughters.
they exist. So trust me, they came here for a reason. I believe they came here more for you than for them. And that's my belief.
That's so powerful. I love that you can share this. It's very brave of you to share this. We have interviewed moms all over the country. Everybody has a different message. I love your message.
Thank you.
And so I want to thank you for allowing us to come and see you and to open up your home to us.
Anytime.
I'm coming back. She has an
Anytime.
amazing...
Maybe when she comes back, we can really go out and enjoy ourselves.
Yes.
We couldn't because my husband is battling, actually what he has is head and neck cancer. It's a skin cancer, and they have not been able to find the primary, so they're gone through a lot of things. But I have faith that he's gonna be okay, because I need him. We all need him here.
Yes.
Our two daughters need him, and my other son needs him. So he can't leave us yet.
And I know next time I come back, he's going to be healed. I feel that in my heart. We're praying for you guys every single day.
Thank you.
So guys, this is a mama and a family. We're in the family's home that lost her veteran child to suicide. He's beautiful. He really struggled. And we just want to get the message out there to pay attention to your loved ones. They were very aware of his struggles and felt, you know, they tried everything. They even got the politicians involved. And,
Oh, yeah.
so if you are a mother that has lost a veteran or active duty military, Reserve National Guard child to suicide, please look for my group on Facebook, and it's Mothers of Veteran Suicide. Our nonprofit is called Mothers of Veteran Suicide, and it's .org if you look us up on the website. We offer retreats for the mamas. We send prayer blankets with their child's name on it.
Oh, I should
And
have shown
Blanca received that with Andrew's name. We help the mamas and families that are raising their grandchildren. And we also help with all kinds of resources all over the country for grief counseling, but we know we need to find the right counselors. We're very aware of that. So we want to thank you so very much. I'm about ready to get on the road. Randy just left to drive back to Georgia. I'm continuing Operation Hope Tour. I'm going to be visiting a few more mamas, and I'm actually visiting a bunch of veterans as well that I met years ago and want to check in and see how they're doing. So thank you so very much for sharing. I love you.
You're welcome.
I'll be
love
back,
you
I
too.
promise you.
Thank you.
And
Can't wait.
God bless you, everybody. Take care.